customers. High streets like Ludlow's were once the norm, but few now remain. And there are fears that Ludlow could be about to change. Not surprisingly, not everyone welcomes that.
Tucked away in deepest South Shropshire, Ludlow could be described as a town frozen in time. Lots of thriving independent retailers and not a hypermarket in sight. What a contrast just 10 miles down the road in Leominster. More than 40 boarded-up shop fronts and the more familiar 90s picture of a traditional town centre in decline. The difference between the two is that Leominster has a big all-purpose Safeways on its outskirts, approved in the days when out-of-town shopping was seen as the way ahead.
Ludlow have, I think, learned from Leominster's mistake in that they're to put their supermarket within the town, which would benefit other shops.
But back in Ludlow, having avoided the Leominster mistake, there's concern that the town may be about to make a different one. Tesco wants to build a big new supermarket on the site of the old cattle market. It's an in-town location, but some traders, like Chris Carter the butcher, believes that any supermarket will kill off the traditional specialist retailers that give Ludlow its appeal.
It will have an adverse effect on trade in Ludlow and close shops that have been here for years. And when they do close, they don't reopen. This is a problem.
What size? 1.5, 2 inch?
But at Rickard's Ironmongers, the view is different. Although the shop and the service haven't changed much since the store was founded in 1864, they believe you can't stand in the way of progress.
This is the only site which is near to the town and near to the shopping centre, which will do the town good. Otherwise, you'll get one on the outside of town, which will kill the town completely.
Well, it's been our policy for nearly 10 years now not to have out-of-town retailing, to try and reinforce the town centre and up to the quality of the offer that there is in the town centre, rather than setting up rival locations on the edge of town.
Well, I think it would bring trade into the town. I mean, people would come into Tesco's and they know Ludlow's a historic town.
Absolutely against it, completely. I shop at all the little shops and I think that we should keep it like that and support Ludlow.
Little shops, communication, happiness, society building. A supermarket, it's a mechanical outlet for food.
The debate in Ludlow isn't unique. A similar one is going on over a new supermarket in Great Malvern. Whether in-town superstores do prove to be the best way of preserving traditional high streets, only time will tell.
Well, Ken Smith from analysts KPMG is a specialist in small businesses and he's in Ludlow now. Mr. Smith, isn't a town centre superstore inevitably bad news for local traders?
Not necessarily. Clearly, it's going to be difficult for people who compete directly with the likes of Tesco.